ISIS has endless publicity videos, but its leaders prefer to hide. Spokesman Abu Mohammed al-Adnani here reveals their plan to dissolve Syria and Iraq's borders, but not his face. To his left is a different story, Omar the Chechen. Distinctive, speaking Russian, the closest thing ISIS has to a public leader. His long ascent among global jihadis echoing the complex patchwork of brutality behind the group's rise. A former soldier in the Georgian army, he was briefly jailed on firearms offences in 2010. Jail, he reportedly said, turned him to jihad, and he arrived in Syria 2 years later, where he was quoted in an extremist newspaper expressing his shock at how liberal rebels allowed people smoking, shaving instead of letting beards grow. They listened to songs, he said. I wondered, where had I landed? It all seemed discouraging. But soon his military experience earned respect, shown here in a regime base that foreign jihadis helped lackluster rebels overrun.
Chechens in particular are held in a very high veneration. Then on top of that, he has lots of experience in his past as a former soldier. I think all of these things combined, likely with a sort of ego on his behalf, have sort of meant that he has turned into this quite a substantial figure within the group.
In a movement that courts death in battle, he grew as a figure through surviving. Chechens and other foreign radicals bickered, yet he led some from this group, Al-Muhajirin wal Ansar, to join ISIS, reportedly attracted to their plans for a caliphate.
There have been many people like him who have actually adopted the Puritan values of groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, and they're quite happy to accept that rather superficial, simple message which ISIS has, as long as they're given an opportunity to fight beyond the battlefield.
He still flaunts his Chechen past, here mourning the death of their militant leader, Dr. Umarov. His mother is said to have limited roots, which even so helped his rise to ISIS's field commander, perhaps now in Iraq too. ISIS have spread fast. Thursday, activists saying they controlled an area of northeastern Syria 5 times the size of Lebanon.
This is the police station, inshallah. They're going to explore it now, inshallah.
A rise as jarring as how a former Georgian soldier became the only public face of this earthquake of religious extremism the world is struggling to respond to.